Hello, in this video overview, I'm going to show you what I think is probably the easiest way to invite a parent to a conference or personal meeting. Knowing that parents are going to be more diligent about using this resource, I'm not so concerned about using calendar. If I was to schedule calendar events with students, they could in fact go back and use that Meet link over and over and over again. And that's why we always want students to use nickname links or the Google Classroom link. Preferably, if you're doing individual conferences with just students, you probably want to make a nickname link for students. But if it's a parent and just a parent, probably the easiest way is to make a calendar invite. So if this is when you are going to have a conference, you would click here and say, parent X, and then go ahead and go to more options. This particular point, you want to make sure that the video conference meeting is enabled, and then you want to put in the name of that parent. Put in their email address. Now what you need to know is they have to have a personal Google account in order to join a Google Meet in North Clackamas. It's a security reasons. We don't want people from the outside joining our meets unless we have approved them. So please make sure they have a Google account. It is also possible for them to call and join in that way. However, if they use the cell phone, they would definitely not have the video experience. They would only be able to talk. But this is one way you could certainly have phone calls with them through Google Meet as well. So I've added my parent and I have my time and such forth. Before you save this calendar invitation, I would recommend that you go to the default visibility and change it to private. Students do have the ability to search for your calendars, and if you have default visibility, they could certainly open them and click on any meet that you have, any meet link, and join them. So we always want to make them private. I'm going to go ahead and save this. You will see the contents of this, but if a student searched for your calendar, they would see busy here. All right, moving on. If for some reason they don't check their calendars or you're going to send something through Synergy, you could certainly copy this join code and send an email, if need be, to that parent as a reminder. But I'm going to assume that this parent checks their email and maybe is using the Gmail app. I will have an invitation. At this point, I would say yes, and let's say that this is the day. I could go ahead and click on it. Allow the camera dismiss and hide this. I'm coming in as a parent. Now, it is asking me to join, which is still a really great thing. So, as the staff member, you would need to get to your meeting. I'm going to turn these off. I'm going to join. And here I am. I'm in the meeting. So this person is going to ask to join. I can see that I have to either deny or admit. And if I admit it, they're in. They're in. So super easy to use. The only other way that we could do this is if the parent had a calendar invite on their phone, they could use a phone number. So as we look back at this, we can see here, if they have a phone, you could certainly send this to them. However, they're going to have this. They could go to their calendar. So if I went to my calendar and I use this right here from my phone, I would just need to put in that PIN.